in 2004. We were asked if we would take a set of twins as foster children on a temporary basis, and it was Rhys and his twin brother. His twin passed away, but Rhys stayed with us, and he'd been with us about a year when they asked if we were interested in adopting. Our family just loved him from the very beginning.
The day we were able to adopt Rhys, it just made our family feel really complete.
We had someone ask us, why would you ever think about adopting one of those kids? And it just broke my heart because I thought, because it was right. I mean, we don't have any spectacular story and we're not some wonderful, great people, but have you ever done anything in your life just because you knew it was the right thing to do? And we just knew. In 2012, I was contacted by a group called Push to the Finish, and they had started a nonprofit and wanted to push kids in 5Ks, those type of things. Asked if Rhys would be interested. He went to the first 5K. When he first crossed that finish line the first couple of times, I was so taken over by emotion, and I think just thankfulness that someone would do this for my child. It's just a whole lot of emotions that you never think that you'll experience. And then you see the smile on his face. So when people ask me, how do you know if he really likes it? He can't tell you that. I'm like, well, he can really tell you, just not with words.
The first time I saw him cross the finish line, I don't know that I had ever seen him that happy doing something outside of our family. The impact that had on my heart, showing me that other people enjoyed and loved him as much as I did, and that he loved something, finding that passion for him, it made you feel like you were doing the right thing.
We met Zach, who is Rhys's partner, and when we talk about Team Reeseman, at this point, it's the two of them. They are quite the team.
I got involved running with Rhys on the Layton half marathon. No idea what I was getting into. They just said I was going to push Rhys, as far as I knew, was some kid in a chair for 13 miles. Don't understand how hard it is to run without your arms until you start pushing someone.
He brings this energy to you that you don't know you have. Sometimes it feels like you have a bunch of other hands just pushing behind you.
There's just something about running with him. He pushes me.
I think what keeps Zach and other people motivated to run with Rhys is he's just like the best friend you could ask for.
Just seeing his face when we get done, or even in the morning when they open the van door and he sees that I'm there. Just the smile he gets is worth everything.
I definitely feel like it inspires people.
I never thought a child that could never speak or communicate could build such big friendships, and he just has these amazing friends. I mean, he's just built a whole community of friends who just love him.
We definitely have the racing relationship. I come to his birthday parties. They invite me to go out with them all the time. And I definitely feel part of the family now.
I always say I can never, ever repay all of the people who've given him so many experiences. I've made a real conscious effort to try to pay it forward.
When you're watching Rhys race, you always would have thought running a race was impossible for Rhys.
I think that I would say to people who think, oh, my kid could never do that, try it out and see, because you never know until you try. I try to be real. Life isn't always easy. We have bumps in the road, but that doesn't mean that you stop. It just means that you go about it a little differently than other people.
The future, in my mind, for racing with Rhys is that we'll just continue doing it.
Everybody has their bucket list of races, and right now they've been training so hard to try to qualify for Boston 2022.
I told myself I wouldn't qualify by myself. It's either us or it's nothing.
I always just feel so fulfilled knowing that he gets to experience so many great people in running, and that so many people get to experience him too.
Running with him definitely changed everything.
I promised Rhys I would give him the best life possible. I'm always going to be there for him, and I'm always going to try to make it the best it can be.
I'm Zach. This is Rhys.
I am Nick,
I'm Carla Thorne,
and this is
Why We Run.
because it changes lives.